Hey, John here with CryptoWithUs.com. Talking today, I came across an article this morning. Is Bitcoin stronger than ever? And this article, it was written by Bitcoinist.com. So in trading, and I've said this before, there is a notion that people talk their position. So of course you'd think an author from Bitcoinist.com might be bullish on the future of Bitcoin. But it was really interesting, some of the things that they laid out. I strongly encourage you to get in this article if you're not already in it at CryptoWithUs.com. Click on the link right here. The 5 reasons given by the author, and there was a great deal of context behind these 5 reasons, so that's why you should read it, for why the fundamentals of Bitcoin are as strong as ever. More people are using it, which is true. Bitcoin is scaling. Hash rate is at record highs. Nodes are more numerous. And the last point, that it's still here. And that's really what I want to talk about today and what I wrote about at Crypto With Us. Let's go back in the time machine. Those of you that are 45 years or older, and I'm 47, you remember a time when the internet existed, but that you either didn't know about it or it existed in a way that you couldn't access it yet. 1996, I recall. That was the first time I jumped on the internet. A friend had it, and he took me to this forum where Big Ten fans were discussing sporting teams at their schools, and I'm an Iowa fan. And I went to it, and I hung out there a lot, and it really was the beginning of a genesis for me having an idea a couple of years later in 1999 to launch a website, an Iowa sports-related website of my own that's still in existence today. It's had over 1 billion page views in the 20 years that it's been in existence, and at times it's provided my family a solid living. But the thing that really brought the internet into the mainstream and accelerated its growth was what's called a killer app. And that killer application, an application that everybody has to have, that everybody's using, that everybody wants, and becomes pervasive within your life. The killer app for the internet was email. Email, when it came about, was something originally that was, used as communication between companies or people within companies, things of that nature. We had the internet at my office, unbeknownst to me, for a full year until I realized we had it. But email is what really brought the internet out into all corners of the world, and it was something that everybody had to have, and here we are today. The killer app for blockchain is to, so email is to the internet what I think Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are to blockchain. They're the killer app for blockchain. It's not going to be the only thing that blockchain is used for, just like email wasn't the only thing that the internet was used for, but those are the vehicles that bring things into the mainstream. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are that for blockchain. Blockchain is going to become much more pervasive, famous, integrated, whatever you want to call it, within our societies in the near future because of what it can do, what it will do to the financial system, smart contracts, things of that nature. It's going to be one of the most disruptive forces in the history of industry. That's not an opinion. That is a fact. It's already happening. It's going to make things far more efficient in those industries, and it's also a threat to the way things are presently being done, which is also what cryptocurrencies are. They're a threat to the banking and financial systems and their profit machines, but that's okay. You can't really stop something like this. The genie's not going to go back in the bottle. Bitcoin came about 2008, 2009. It's still here, despite being mocked, despite there being centralized centralized actions to fight against it from some of these very same industries that I've mentioned. Despite, having boom and bust cycles, it's still around. This hasn't been a good week for many of your portfolios, those of you that are cryptocurrency holders. Just like there wasn't good weeks in the past, just like there aren't good weeks in the stock market, but Bitcoin is still here. And I think that matters. And you can read the rest of that article to see what you think about the logic behind the fundamental strength of Bitcoin. I encourage you to do so. We encourage you always to become as educated and get as educated as you possibly can. Maybe you'll find that the crypto space just isn't for you at this time. It doesn't fit your risk tolerance. Or you may find that it does, and you may be happy that you got on board at a very early stage before mass adoption, because those who do, I think, will really be glad they did down the line. Thanks for watching.